For the first 5-7 years, I barely spent. Then I did a lot of extra sources of income. Then yung extra sources of income, I invested it. Then yung investments ko from that, I reinvested it also. I didn't touch it. We have name.
Roi po.
Roi from Unionbank, yes?
Yes, sir.
BGC, bossing pala siya sa BGC. Lahat ng mga BGC branches, okay. What's your question?
Almost have branches naman din sir.
Daming branch nga doon eh. Yeah, what's your question? Go.
Sir, how did you start?
With
the stock market, how did you start po?
I was investing in mutual funds. I was investing in balance funds and equity funds.
Yes, sir.
Tapos, binabantayan ko siya araw-araw. So sabi ko, kung binabantayan ko siya araw-araw, why not try to do the stock market? Kasi parang feeling ko at that time, parehong effort lang nilalagay ko eh. So ganun ginawa ko. Hindi ko pinulot yung sa mutual fund ko, pero naglalagay pa rin ako sa mutual fund, tapos yung extra pa, I would put it in the stock market. Ganun lang.
Yes, sir.
And then, sakto. Kasi the markets crashed. The biggest advantage is when markets crash, it gives you a lot of time to learn.
Yes, sir.
And not just that, if you do it well, you will buy a lot of stocks at cheap. And the 2008 recession, the 2008 financial crisis gave me a lot of time not just to learn, but it gave me leverage also. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, another question. Sir, when you were starting po, siyempre walang Marvin Gaye mo nun eh. So,
okay.
Sino yung mga mentors mo nun?
I would read a lot on Buffett. Si Buffett talaga yung fan ko. Until now naman, I'm still a fan of Buffett. I would read a lot of his philosophies, books about him. I would read Buffettology and then yung mga principles niya. So, yung naging ano lang doon is, that's why when we do the fundamental analysis, you will see there na madaming principles doon galing kay Buffett. Kasi I would do a lot of what Warren Buffett would do as well. Nagkataon lang that when the market crashed, I saw some stocks go up, tas binenta ko. Sabi ko, paano kung hindi na siya bumalik? That's why I realized also that pwede rin pala mag-trade eh. That's why when you see it dun sa illustration natin kanina, I created a lot of accounts and portfolios kasi meron akong account pang investing, meron pang trading. Pero at the start, puro Buffett. Madaming mga taos. Tapos at noong time na yun, pupunta ako sa PSE website, magda-download ako ng financial statements, binabasa ko yun.
Yes, sir.
Similar to what Buffett would do. So, ayun, heavily influenced by that.
Sir, kasi ito talaga yung main question ko. Sabi mo napanood ko sa vlog mo before na kailangan mag-separate ng accounts, investing and trading. Kasi so far, sir, I'm doing that. Kaso I'm also thinking kung kailangan ko muna bang palakihin yung investing ko with mutual funds before ako mag-stocks and trade?
The same, may nagtanong nun kanina, no? Ano ba mas maganda, unahin niya muna mag-investing or trading? My suggestion at the start, do both. Not for the purpose of gusto mo siya palakihin, but for the purpose of building the skill.
Yes, sir.
Kasi if inuna mo yung trading, hindi ka nag-invest, you're building skills in trading, but you're not building skills in investing. So, my suggestion, you do both so that you see, saan ka mas magaling? Am I better as a trader or as an investor? Am I better as an investor or a trader?
Yes,
kasi if you find out mas magaling ka sa investor, put more in investing. If you find out mas magaling ka sa trader, put more into trading. Yes. Pero you will only find out if you do both. You do it together. Okay. Tapos later on na, syempre as you go longer in your career, if you do businesses and you climb the corporate ladder, sweldo mo tataas, you can put in more money pa. And then kung anong tingin mong mas nag-grow sa'yo, be it mutual funds, be it investing, be it trading, put more there na.
Okay, sir. Sir, sorry, medyo dami lang. Transitioning from stocks to medyo personal finance.
Okay.
Kasi I believe you're more of the stock investor.
Okay.
So, also, narinig ko sa isang vlog mo,
So you watch the YouTube videos pala, no?
Yes, sir, talaga. Every time.
Okay.
So yung nag-start kayo, sir, talaga more on growth lang before. Then you just shifted.
Unti-unti,
So ano yung allocation mo before, sir, when you were starting like yung 20 plus, as I read in your book?
Puro growth lahat for 5 years straight.
Then you just allocated.
Pero when I say allocate, hindi ako nagtatanggal sa growth. Never ako nagtatanggal sa growth. The way ko na distribute, kung may freshman, bibili ako ng growth, tapos bibili rin ako ng preferred shares.
Yes, sir.
So, siguro year 9 na lang, some of the growth pinapasok ko sa preferred shares.
How about cash flow, sir?
Preferred shares, bonds.
So yun lang din talaga. Kasi I believe na nag-retire na kayo before.
Okay.
Then nag-retire kayo at an early age. So now I was wondering kasi given that wala na kayong job, so more of you're doing your own business na
Okay.
lang. So is it more of businesses lang ba yung cash flow nyo or from stock?
Divs from common shares, preferred shares, and bonds. That's it. Then LTNCDs, then yung mga high-yielding IMAs, yung mga time deposits na medyo mas malalaki yung return. Yun lang lahat. Puro ganun. And then, so mostly, it should be income derived from assets na nagbibigay ng cash flow.
Yes.
So, assets that give me capital appreciation, I don't count it kasi it doesn't give me cash flow. I only touch the ones that give me cash flow and then, yun yung tinatouch ko.
Do you also do real estate for investment?
Meron, pero hindi siya income generating kasi hindi ko pinaparent. So
more of ownership lang.
Ownership. So it adds to your assets but it doesn't create or it doesn't give you cash because hindi mo pinapaupahan or hindi mo in-Airbnb, you're not using it as a way for you to generate income.
So operating expenses, dividends lang. Sir, percentage-wise na lang sa mga
not just dividends, but anything that gives me cash flow. So, it can be IMA, time deposits, bonds, anything that gives you interest or divs on a regular basis. So, it can be a combination. May REITs din kasi ako. So,
yes, yun. So, are EITs tawag?
Oh,
sir,
REITs, yeah.
So, yung nag-ano kayo with the stock market, percentage allocation na lang po pala, more stock market talaga?
Mixed na eh. Kasi, merong pang other stuff that are not stock related that for example you invest in a business that yung business hindi pa kumikita for 1 year 2 years but you're waiting for a payoff later on in the future if it does well.
Yes, sir.
So yun, but it's always purely based on assets. So anything na active income, ginagawa ko yung active income na yun, I add it to the pool which I used to invest. Then yung pool na sa invest, it just makes the portfolio bigger. Yun. Kasi active income, it's not something that you can, hindi siya forever, number one, and it's not something that you really can predict as compared to, for example, bonds, 7%, 6%. So, by year 5, alam mo, may matatanggap ka pa rin na 7%. So, ma-project mo yun further into the future.
Noted, sir. Yun. Yeah, narinig ko rin yung vlog niya ni Sir Randall. Sir,
okay.
Talagang more of stocks talaga. Well, na-amaze lang kasi talaga ako ng more of stocks. Kaya pa rin talagang buhayin. Ito really need cash flow na real estate.
But, kasi you have to remember this. For the first 5-7 years, I barely spent. Then I did a lot of extra sources of income. Then yung extra sources of income, I invested it. Then yung investments ko from that, I reinvested it also. I didn't touch it. Tapos nung time na yun, when I was getting dividends, yung dividends binabalik ko pa. So, it was years also of trying to build it. Hindi siya matagal. People just see the YouTube video started 2-3 years ago lang. Yes. Pero, I've been doing this for 12 years na. I've been working since 2016 also. So, ganun.
Okay, sir. Wala, na-amaze lang talaga.
Hindi.
As in, sobra. Number 1 fan.
Grabe, totoo. Salamat. Nice to meet you. See you tomorrow. Technical analysis naman.
Yes, sir. Switch naman sa Unionbank.
Okay. Pwede. Sige, bigyan niyo ako ng ano. Sige,
online banking.
Online bank. Oy, pwede. Maganda nga. Sige.
Future start with you.
Sige, we can talk after. I'll see what we can do. Salamat.
Thank you.
Salamat. Bigyan niyo ako magandang rates.